Ra is the god of the sun and the origin of life in Egyptian mythology. Ra is the symbol of sunlight, creator of life. God who represents the midday sun, in its maximum splendor. In the early days he was the most important figure in the underworld. It was said that each night he traveled through it in the form of Ra, the setting sun. To travel through the sky, it was believed that he did it by boat from east to west in a 24-hour journey. By day it was a boat known as a man jet. At night he travels on a small barge called Mensengtit. According to the moments of the trip, he manifested himself in 3 different entities. At dawn he was Jepri, at noon, Harajti, and at dusk, Adam. Ra was depicted as a man with the head of a spearing falcon, adorned with a sun disk with a cobra around him, and shared characteristics with the sky god Horus. Legend has it that initially there was no light. There was only darkness and a large expanse of water with the name of Nun. Nun's power was so great that from within the gloom he made an island sprout, which served as support for Ra. Ra had the power to do whatever he wanted, even change shape. The most he took shape in was a bird. What he named took shape and became real. The power of the name was so important that he kept his name and his own secret so that no one could use it. Ra set out to create the sun, saying, "At sunrise I am called Khepri, at noon Ra, and at sunset Adam." And then, the sun appeared for the first time, illuminating the darkness. It rose above the horizon, and at sunset it descended to hide again. Then he named Shu. The winds gathered for the first time and began to blow. When Ra named Tefnut, the rain was present with its drops. Later he named Geb, and just by naming him, the earth was formed, and to keep him company he named the goddess Nut, and the firmament arched over the earth. When he wanted to crown Egypt with the Nile River, he named Hapi. And the Nile began to flow through Egypt, fertilizing its wide valley. Ra, he began to name one by one all the things that exist on earth, and they became visible and grew. He finally gave names to men and women, and since then humanity populated the earth. Ra could assume any form he wanted. So, he took the form of a man and became the first pharaoh of Egypt. Ra ruled Egypt for thousands of years, bringing well-being and prosperity to its inhabitants thanks to the fabulous harvests and his magnificent laws. The Egyptians only had words of gratitude, and they did not stop extolling his name. But Ra, he had taken human form and therefore was getting older day by day. One fine day, the Egyptians stopped respecting him, began to make fun of his senile appearance and disobeyed his orders. Ra could not help but hear the mockery and comments, and when he saw that men did not obey the laws, he became so angry that he decided to summon the gods that he had created in a secret place for advice. There were Shu, Tefnut, Geb, Nut, and Nun listening to the problem that the god Ra afflicted. The other gods, seeing the bad behavior of men, also advised him to destroy men through the goddess Sekhmet. Ra, with his eye, which gave off a terrifying look, created the goddess Sekhmet. Fierce and bloodthirsty like a lioness who pursues her prey and delights in slaughter and blood. Following Ra's orders, she unleashed her fury on all who ridiculed her father, spreading terror and despair throughout Egypt. The men fled to hide, but the goddess Sekhmet chased them and killed them, licking their blood. When Ra saw what Sekhmet had done, he called her into her presence to ask if she had obeyed him. Sekhmet replied that she was happy because she had avenged her father Ra for her, eliminating all the men he had given her.